Hi, my name is Mahala Heron. I'm back with another video, and this topic is something very near and dear to my heart. The topic being sobriety. Oh my god, boo, 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 tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. But sobriety is actually very 10 out of 10. 300% would recommend. Super cool. All the cool kids are sober. Okay? I just wanted to make this video about my sobriety journey, how I got sober, why I'm sober, and how sobriety saved my life, because it really did. This video isn't to convince other people to be sober. Like, I'm not here to tell you why you should be sober or yada yada yada. This is me and how I got sober, what worked for me, because what worked for me ain't gonna work for you, and I get that, so this video is just all about how I got sober, what I did, my personal benefits of sobriety, and if it ends up working for you, if you find inspiration from this video, so be it, awesome. But if you don't and you want to keep going on your path, so be it, awesome. I'm about a year and a month and some change sober. I didn't think I would do it, y'all. I didn't think that I could be sober. Drinking is so normalized in our society that I didn't see how I wasn't gonna drink. And then smoking as like a young Gen Z black girl from Oakland who grew up kind of like on that India Irie, like Lauryn Hill vibe, Bob Marley vibe. I'm like, how am I not smoke? Like, what do you mean? It just didn't dawn on me that it was even possible for me to live sober. How I got sober, long story short, weed stopped working for me. Made me stop smoking was ultimately, for one, I was poor and I was in college, and I realized when I didn't have any money to smoke, I was so down bad. Like, I would just be so depressed and so lazy, and I didn't find any other way to spend my time and my money because I didn't have any weed. It was almost like if I didn't have weed, I couldn't live. Not only are you broke, but you don't have no weed. You're so broke that you can't even buy weed. My smokers know, like, damn, you're down bad. You're down bad. You don't even have money to buy weed. Oh, you're out of here. You're you need to leave. You need to leave. So that's why weed was the first to go, because it wasn't even doing what it used to do. Like, there was a time where I would smoke and it would make me feel creative, and I would feel like I could just like paint my whole wall and like, just do certain things. And it got to a point where I didn't even feel like I could do that. Like, every time I smoked, like, I just felt so uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to leave the house. If I had to leave the house, I would feel like everybody was judging me. I would be so in my head about it. And then I'm a girl too, so many guys were hitting me and like, oh yeah, let's smoke. And the next thing you know, their hand is on my thigh. Like, and I would just be in so many uncomfortable situations, and I would actually feel so paralyzed because I was high and like I couldn't react the way I would usually react, because I'm like on cloud nine in a good way. But I would just put myself in so many uncomfortable situations just to smoke, and that got old. So weed was the first to go, because I'm like, first of all, the times that I'm broke and I can't smoke, I'm just so down bad. Second of all, when I can smoke, or when I call myself being social trying to smoke, I'm with somebody that I would never be with. Like, we would never link if it wasn't for weed. Like, that just got so old to me. Like, we would never link. But you have weed, I want to smoke, I want to be social. Alcohol was the hardest to go for me because it was so normalized. All the times where I can think where I was like, I don't want to drink, I'm not drinking, someone would literally offer me drinks. Let's get into the benefits of sobriety. What are the benefits? I'm 24 years old. Like, I party. Think I don't. I live my life. And people think that it can't be done because we're so young. Like, it can be done, and there's actually so much greater reward to it. if you ask me. So here are my personal benefits and how it's benefited my life. One of the benefits is that I'm actually happy. Like, I'm happy. I love my life. You can say, yeah, like, I'm happy with the weed. Let you not have no weed. You still happy? And if you say yes, it's not about you lying to me. You're lying to yourself. So that's anyways. But yeah, I'm genuinely happy. So the first benefit of sobriety that I'll mention is just that I have more time. That's the first one. When I wake up in the morning, I'm not rolling a blunt. I'm not trying to find a bottle. I'm not waking up and having something drive me to get out of the bed. What makes me get out of the bed is pure willpower, pure motivation. It's not a substance that's making me get out of the bed. And that sounds like self-discipline. And self-discipline doesn't always sound sexy. It doesn't sound alluring. But in the long term, my biggest thing is pay now, pay later. So I would rather pay now and have that self-will than like pay later and it's like you can't even operate without getting up and smoking. The first thing you do when you wake up is smoke. Like, you don't even thank God for waking you up this morning. You got to get up and smoke. No judgment, because it used to be me linking up for weed, linking up to drink, linking up, can't get up without drinking, smoking. Like, that's not sexy at all. That's tweaker. That's giving tweaker. The next one, if you mention time, you have to mention money, right? So I save money. I can give you an example. Me and my homegirls will go out and they're ordering their shots. Even if it's happy hour, shots are what, $6, $4. Their bill could come up to like $50 each. When I go out and I order my drink of choice is sparkling water and lemon. My bill could come up to, with my food, $20 max. Because a Sprite is $3. A Sprite shouldn't be more than no type of money. You know what I mean? So when I order my Shirley Temple, $5 max. If it's more than that, fuck you. Then I get my chicken wings, $12, $15. I'm set. With my water, like my fries, whatever, like I'm set. They get their shots. You done ordered about 3 shots and your food. Like, even if it's, and don't let it not be happy hour. You're done. You're out of here, you know. So the first thing is like I get to save money with my friends. I'm not spending money on weed. An eighth, oh my God, like when I used to sell weed, I fucking hated you. I hated y'all. No, I can't plug an eighth. You're broke ass. Get out of here. But like, yeah, you're saving money. That was a tangent. That topic took me back. No, like you're not purchasing eighths every 2 days. Weed adds up. That shit's expensive, especially if you don't have a plug. Like, you're going to the dispensary. That little eighth y'all be buying, like, that's gone. Give you 3 days. Oh I just take 2 hits. But then why is you back at the store anyways? The next one that I'll mention is just my overall health has improved. I'm finally like fit as fuck. And I'm happy with how I look because I think I look sexy. I just have so much more time and money and resources. I feel better, like my bag better, I look better, my shoes better. I'm just overall better. Like, I sleep well at night. Oh, that was another thing. When I used to smoke, I couldn't sleep without smoking. Let me not have no weed. I couldn't even sleep at night. It was so bad. This next benefit is probably the biggest reward to me. The biggest reward that I've had from sobriety is I have way more confidence. Way more confidence. When I go out, I'm myself the whole night. Like, I'm lit the whole night. And people are looking at me like, how are you so lit? Like, how are you having so much fun? I don't need anything to make me me. You know what I mean? Like, some people, they say like, oh, the truth comes out when you're drunk. No, you always had the ability to tell the truth. You were just a coward. You just couldn't do it because you didn't have no courage, because you didn't have no excuse. Your liquor is your excuse. If you couldn't do it sober, then you couldn't do it. If you couldn't do it with your chest, then you couldn't do it. Don't step. That's how I feel about it. I was the most insecure person in the room. I did need a bottle to make me feel better. And if I needed the biggest bottle, I needed the this and the that. And like, I'm speaking to the people who want to be sober. If you don't have an issue with drinking or you're smoking, if you're not spending your whole paycheck on alcohol or weed, or if you're not even spending a good amount to the point where you're like, oh, this is a problem, then you're fine. But I'm talking to the people who wake up the next day and they're like, damn, I'm spending way too much money on weed. I'm spending way too much money on alcohol. Like, I'm not even myself without it. Like, my confidence has skyrocketed because I'm myself whether I have it or not. It's not even because I'm sober. It's because I have the time to sit with myself when I'm sad, when I argue with my man who doesn't exist at the moment, call me. But like, if I was to argue with my man, I don't have to go smoke after. I don't have to go drink after. I have to sit with it. And that's made me like more mature. It's made me more reliable, independent. There's probably so many long-term rewards to sobriety that I'm not even mentioning. But again, we can get into it in more videos. If you want to know more about sobriety or like my sobriety journey, comment down below and I'll get that information to you. I'll make videos about it. I love speaking on this type of stuff because I didn't know being sober could be a personality type, but it totally is. Like, I drink LaCroix. I don't even know if I said it right, but I like the way it sounds. LaCroix, like whatever. But honestly, sobriety so far has granted me freedom, real freedom. That freedom was the faulty. This is the real. And again, like, if you don't feel like there's a way for you to be sober, like if you don't see sobriety as an actual feasible option for you, just keep watching my videos. You know, let's walk through it because it's 300% possible. So thank you for watching this video. Comment topics that you want me to talk about down below, whether it be cannabis, whether it be sobriety, let me know.